Point of view, the alpha wolf got drafted in World War III. You're next. Why are you coming fast? Dodging everything coming towards me. Not even close. Floating with aura. He's doing some sort of transformation. Wow, Papa, you're so alpha. Kitten, I would never let them hurt you.
Whatever. It's amazing. Beta!
When war inevitably breaks out, can we only draft the Magga kids?
Right.
My existential dread, just given the constant state of things right now, is having a toll on mental health. But the imminent World War III draft that's coming up, I've already set my stones in place. Almost got 5150 this week because I'm crashing out so hard. So that should be enough to stop me from being drafted, right?
Stop it. Get some help.
You keep talking about you got the most bodies. I got the most bodies. I got the most bodies.
Mr. Marquan Blix, this is Sergeant Ward. I'm here to tell you that we drafted you #1 pick to the Army. Yeah, we like your resume. You like catching bodies, right? Yeah, we like that.
I don't want to go to no war.
Yeah, see, you ain't got no choice. You've been selected. #1 pick. So you can come with me right now to the office to sign your contract, or you can go to jail. You like catching bodies, remember?
I don't do that.
Oh, no, yeah.
I don't do that no more.
It's time for you to shine
I
now.
don't want to do it no more.
Oh, you already locked in, twin.
Stop.
You locked in.
Me when I get drafted and they let us bring AirPods and this song comes on. Gen Z is crashing out because they are worried about the draft. Gen Z arriving at boot camp after the draft. Oh my gosh.
What the want, bro? I'm not buying no solar panels.
I'm actually here because you're getting drafted.
I'm getting drafted?
Yes.
I told them I'm a shooter. LeBron need me.
Huh? You said LeBron needs you. The world needs you.
I know, exactly.
Out of 32 shot attempts, how many do you think you'll get?
Out of 32?
Yeah.
At least 30.
Oh, so you're a marksman.
I don't miss nothing. I always want to go to the NBA, bro.
The NBA?
Yeah.
You going to war.
What you mean I'm going to war?
You going to war against Iran.
Iran? I ain't gonna know about you running. I didn't run. You ran. Ain't got nothing to do with me, bro. Watch out, bro. You didn't run that fast. You're not fast. Let me see you run real quick. Run from my house. Watch out, bro.
No, I ran the place.
Y'all don't want me. I don't want me. Y'all don't want me. Y'all don't want me. Y'all don't want me. Y'all don't want me, bro. I'm disabled.
Trump just announced a key escalating event where the United States has obliterated Iran's key nuclear facilities, and more likely than not, this is going to lead to World War III. So here's what we need to know. If you are in the military, you're going to war. First and foremost, I'm so sorry to tell you this. If you have joined the United States military and you are either active duty or in reserves, more likely than not, you're going to war. And in addition to that, the United States does not have the allies that we need to be able to actually win this war, which means that we could very likely see the first draft since the Vietnam War. We don't know exactly how the system is going to work as far as who's going to be pulled first at this point, but I'll keep everyone updated. And this is still especially alarming even if you don't fall into that category of 18 to 25-year-old men. Miller came out saying that he wants the country to have only 100 million people that look like him. So if you are mentally ill, eligible, a minority, if you are not born in America, or, you know what, even if you're just a random male, 18 to 25, you're either going to war, a camp, or a wellness farm. Are we great yet?
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
After our fearless leader so bravely bombed Iran for absolutely no reason other than his BFF Netanyahu asked him to, saying that if we were ever drafted, mine wouldn't be going and only Magga would be going because our ass would probably just join the opposition because we ain't trying to fight a war we don't want to be in, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, I got no less than like 50 to 100 comments of these little tiny men being like, go then. See how women are treated in Iran. See how your freedoms are stripped from you. I'm like, where do you think we are? They're just a couple years ahead of us. You don't think our freedoms are being stripped from us right here in America? In America? Like, you don't think it's already gone? Like, let's talk about a couple things that happened just this week. Number one, a woman was used as a human incubator. Yes, you heard that right. She was 9 weeks pregnant when she was brain dead. They made her stay on life support against her wishes for 15 weeks to deliver a baby that probably won't have the best quality of life, but nobody cares about that because it worked. It worked. So guess what? They're going to continue to do that. So if that sounds like a free country for women, I don't know about that. Anyway, number two, a Republican lawmaker. She's part of the government in Florida. She went into a Florida hospital after she was experiencing some pregnancy issues. Turns out she was having an ectopic pregnancy. Guess what those are? As good as deadly unless you get a medical. Guess what they told her? You go home because you're more than 6 weeks pregnant. We can't do anything for you. If you think we live in a free country, let me know.
And the mother of the brain dead woman said that the baby whose name is Chance should be okay and they just want prayers for him. You wanted him deleted. And you think that that somehow makes you morally superior. And the other story she's talking about is Florida lawmaker Kat Kamachek. She's a Republican House member. She had an ectopic pregnancy, and due to the left's fear-mongering in Florida, doctors were concerned about giving her treatment for her ectopic pregnancy, which, by the way, was not banned in Florida in any way, shape, or fashion, because that is not the ending of a baby. Her treatment was only delayed by a few hours. And she's actually upset with your side because of all the fear-mongering that caused the delay, because people are spreading false information about what the laws really are and scaring people.
Donald Trump's grandfather, Friedrich Drum, came to this country from Bavaria, aka Germany, in 1885 as a 16-year-old draft dodger. Among the jobs the teenage coward wound up doing here in America were working as a barber.
You honestly sound pretty disgusting. You're talking about somebody who is at risk of being a child coming to America, and you're saying that they are a draft dodger. I believe this was during the France and Prussian War, aka the France versus German War, where millions of people, including children like Donald Trump's ancestor, had to go fight in a war. And I don't know what that has to do with Donald Trump at all, but just talking down on somebody who did not want to be a child is pretty disgusting. So you are on a late night show and you support slavery, which is essentially what being a child is. It's insane.
Boom. Bam. Bop. Bada bop. Boom. Pow.
Hey, Magga. I do a little bit of reading today. Oh, what am I reading? Oh. You know what's on page 44 that I really like? To declare war, grants of marque or reprisal, and make rules considering captures on land and water. Your president up. He's not supposed to do that. See, it takes congressional notification. Congress was being notified as it was happening, but it's supposed to be within 48 hours before it takes place. So your president up, and now we're getting ready to go into an all-out war. Because he is the ignorant piece that he is, he will not go to any peace negotiation that does not give him some form of profit or leverage over somebody else. Is this really what you want to stand behind? Because I have the Constitution right here, and as you're clutching your pearls and saying, oh my God, I didn't know. You should have read that first before you put that peckerhead in office. But joke's on you. Congratulations. Hope you're satisfied. And now everybody that has to participate in this upcoming war, their blood is not only on that mango's hands, but it's on your hands too. Because you put his ass in office. And I hope it was worth it.
Absolutely.
Madam Speaker, Madam Leader, you're saying that the president did not need authorization initially and still does not need any authorization from Congress on Libya?
Yes.
Thank you, folks.
Thank you all very much.
I worked for an anti-war president, and I saw. No, he was. He ran against.
How many countries did you bomb the crap out of?
Well, that's what I'm going to say.
Lord
Scott.
have mercy.
Like, no, like you guys didn't just use bombs for diplomacy. But
do you want to put the scorecards up against each other?
I'm
between
happy
bombs
to put
and
up
drones?
scorecards.
You all are the key.
I got lots of scorecards. Let me let her finish. Let her finish.
Well, you have to feel for AOC. You're all dressed up for an impeachment, and peace breaks out. It's sort of a Marissa Tomei moment from My Cousin Vinny. What a nightmare. And the problem is that it doesn't make for a very good impeachment, and that's why she was struggling. The other problem is that if this is impeachable, you could impeach a good number of presidents going back to Thomas Jefferson, who moved against the Barbary pirates. You would also include Bill Clinton and Barack Obama. I mean, Obama in 2016 alone dropped over 26,000 bombs on countries ranging from Somalia to Syria to Afghanistan to Iraq. There was no suggestion by Democrats that they had to immediately impeach Barack Obama. The fact is that presidents have always claimed this authority to be able to commit troops and take military action. And yes, in my view, this is an act of war, but the way that courts and Congress have interpreted it is it is not something that requires a declaration. And keep in mind, we've only declared 11 wars in our history. We've had over 125 military operations, some going on for years, without such a declaration, including Vietnam and Korea.
And I want the Iranians to know that if I'm the president, we will attack Iran. Whatever stage of development they might be in their nuclear weapons program in the next 10 years, during which they might foolishly consider launching an attack on Israel, we would be able to totally obliterate them. That's a terrible thing to say, but those people who run Iran need to understand that, because that perhaps will deter them from doing something that would be reckless, foolish.
And see, that's why I don't give the other side too much consideration. They are not serious people over there. They would have absolutely loved President Trump's campaign as long as it was endorsed by Nancy Pelosi and executed by Hillary Clinton. If there weren't for double standards, they'd have no standards at all. Buy me a coffee link to buy Leroy a dog treat. Leroy, stop that. You're so cute. Oh, I love you. I love you. You guys steal the show. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Red Dawn Daily with your host, me, Dawn Marie, and sometimes Leroy. Leroy, you're not bored, are you? Leroy, did you know that 9 out of 10 people only watch to see you? Yeah. I'm just kind of here holding space for you. It's true. It's true. Leroy, you're so much fun. You're way more fun than any puppet. Right, Leroy?